Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm not sure if I've got this working properly. I'm Ben. I'm doing the Always Wolves Watchalong live stream for today. We're doing Wolves versus Racing Santander, which I believe is our final pre-season friendly ahead of the new championship season. Very excited. Hopefully, we get some good action. We're well overdue it as Wolves fans, as I'm sure you can all sympathise with. We've had a rough go of it. So I'm very excited going into the championship anyway, because we might actually get some points and some goals and some wins. Just wanted to check if everything's all right. Everyone can hear me. Everyone can see me. This is my debut, quote unquote, in doing this. And yeah, so I'm just at home. I'm down in Kent at the moment, getting ready to watch the game. The Wolves app is playing up on me a little bit, but hopefully it should be all okay once it starts. How is everyone? Thank you, Carl. Good to know. I'd be interested to know where everyone else is watching from, because when I was talking to Dave this morning, Dave's obviously going to the match, and after the game he'll have his post-match reviews and everything out as per usual. So yeah, and he asked if I was going to the game, and I said, well, I live 3.5 hours away, so it's going to be a struggle to get there for a pre-season match, to be honest. But yeah, I'm a while away. I will try and get up the lineups so that we can see the lineup. I believe that very sadly Raul isn't even on the bench, which is a bit gutting. I really thought he was going to be there. Let me try and see. This is You'd think, looking at me as a young man, that I'd be technically adept with all of these, all the technology, but I'm quite the opposite, to be honest. Oh, I think I might have worked something out. Is that? Oh, that's very small. I'll try and get that a bit bigger. This is proper amateur hour stuff. You can see Canada. My goodness, that is some dedication if ever I've heard it. It must be a longer trip for you to get to Molineux than it is for me, and I always think that it takes me quite a lot. What time's kickoff? Kickoff's at 5. I believe the Wolves app or the live stream or whatever it is should be starting at exactly 5. But I'm not entirely sure. I thought they'd have some what I call pre-match waffle going on, but apparently not. So I guess I'll wait and see. Watching from France, my goodness. Stay safe in France at the moment, obviously. Hope everything's good, but yeah, my God, I'm always fascinated that we've got such a tight-knit Wolves community, and we all converge onto the same place in little old Wolverhampton, but there's people in Canada and France and all across the world who are supporting us. Thank you for your support. I'm still trying to get this up. See, I know Dave showed me how to do it earlier, so I hope he's not watching. And ideally, I don't just accidentally press something and shut down the entire stream or something. I'm sure it'll be fine. For the time being, anyway, I will just read out what I'm aware of being the team. I'm aware there's no Raul, and it looks like a very strong team. So we've got Bentley in goal. Looks like it's 4-2-3-1, which is what it looks like Peixoto is going to be playing for the season. A bit more attacking, I quite like it. Bentley in goal, Trippier and Bueno at wing back, with Mosquera and Totti as centre backs. Andre and Menezzi in the midfield, with Lopez in front of them. Rodrigo Gomez on one wing, Mane on the other, and Armstrong up front. Sounds very strong to me. Not very many substitutes, because I believe they played a friendly. Anyone correct me if I'm wrong. I think they played a game earlier in the day in behind closed doors at a train. I think it must have just been at Compton at a training session. and we lost 1-0. But we had lots of players playing. So Krejci started, for example, who aren't getting as many minutes. So the bench is pretty sparse. Tommy Doyle's on there, Chirewa, Chachua, and then some of the younger lads as well. So it looks like it might be a full 90-minute run out for the boys. If just, as for fitness more than anything. Hi Dave, thank you. Up the Wolves, indeed. India, right? See, this is what I'm talking about. We're every corner of the globe we've got going for us. Our Wolves. Thank you very much for joining. I hope that we will win for you. If you're watching from India, what time is it in India to be watching the game? I can't imagine it's as usefully at 5 p.m. as it is for me. Wales, lovely. I was just in Wales a few days ago. It was lovely. Thank you very much for being here. We need a goalkeeper. 2 right. Closed doors friendly 1-0. There you go. Thank you, Carl. Malta. My goodness, I'm starting to feel a bit boring now. I'm just sat in Kent. Right, let me. I'm gonna have one more. I'm gonna have one more plug to it, and if I can't work out how to get this lineup on, I'm just gonna abandon it. Or maybe I'll just put it in the top corner and you can zoom in. I'll see if I can make it a bit bigger. $9:30. Okay, that's not awful. It could be worse, couldn't it? It's not being streamed on TV. It's on Wolves TV if you can sign in. It will cost you £5. Or you can stay with us. I will try and vaguely commentate / just keep you updated on it and tell you how it's going. But if you want to watch it yourself, then yeah, it'll be on the Wolves app. Lineups it's in the top corner, but see, I can see it just up there, but it's absolutely tiny, and I'm not going to be able to read that at all. 2-1 prediction. Yeah, 2 predictions. See, I was going to ask for predictions, but I have absolutely no idea if Racing Santander are any good. So I really couldn't tell you. I obviously I'll always back the boys, and I always think we're gonna win. Not quite as much last year, but yeah. You've got to back us, haven't you? You got to back us. I'm playing a very strong team as well. 3-0. Yeah, that's what I like to see, Paul. That's some arguably excessive optimism, but we'll go for it. So we played this morning behind closed doors. So I think we were playing some of the younger lads and, basically just giving them a run. It seems like it was kind of second team versus second team. And then today in the evening, the first teams are playing against each other. Santander, yes, they've got promoted back to the top division of Spanish football. But, it's kind of an argument to be made that like the levels of the leagues, like I would argue that the Championship is probably just marginally lower in quality than the Spanish top division. So winning the second division of Spain is, it's an achievement, but it doesn't. I'm not sure how much it tells us of how good they are. Really. See, we've got Dave pre-match. I'm astonished he's managed to get some signal in Molineux. That's incredible. I don't think anyone's ever been able to do that. Well, I know we can't. Merv, good to see you, Merv. A regular of the channel. Hello. Krejci and Santi won't be started. Yeah, I can't imagine they will be. Because it'd be quite a lot to ask to get some players playing 2 matches in a day just before the start of the season. Yeah, but I'm giving up with trying to get the lineup on there. It's just not happening. So keep getting your predictions in. Obviously, I'm obliged to say if you're a Wolves fan, or even if you're not a Wolves fan and you just enjoy the content, please drop it a like and subscribe to the channel. I hear we're, I think, 500 subscribers or less than 500 off 40,000, which would be an astonishing achievement. It's lovely Dave's really built this from the ground up, and Dave and Emma, and it's been it's been a real tight knit community that we've started. I write some articles for the website, and it's always great fun. And we've got a great group of writers, a great group of everyone. So any support is always appreciated very much. And hopefully we'll have some more positives to be reporting on. So we might start winning some games, and you'll get some happier reactions. We're not like Arsenal fan TV over here, where you just get incessant abuse for your players, or wanting the ownership out and all that stuff every now and then. No, we try and do as professional a job as possible. Right, I'm gonna see if the stream has started yet, but I can't imagine it has. What's the team lineup? Oh God, I'm really trying here. Oh, there we go. Right. So the stream is on. I can now see the match. Lineup. See, I don't want to just keep trying. This is the problem. Phil, I can tell you the lineup. I can tell you if that's appreciated. I'd love to put it on the screen, and I wish I was technically adept enough to do so, but it's not happening at the moment. So we have Bentley in goal, Trippier at right back, at the left back, Hugo Bueno, Mosquera, and I'm gonna have to double check actually. Mosquera and Totti, I believe, at centre backs, Andre and Manezzi in midfield, and Rodrigo Gomez and Mane on the wings, Fer Lopez in front of them, and Adam Armstrong up front. Sadly, Raul not on the bench. I've seen his wife has posted that they are. I think they're at the match. I think they're coming to watch, so he will be at Molineux. I'm sure he'll get quite the round of applause. But not in the team. I suppose he's just come off the World Cup. He's probably going to take a bit longer to get back into the swing of things than the rest of them. But yeah, it's a very strong lineup. So hopefully we should be in for a good one and get more of a reflection of some of the other pre-season friendlies that we've had so far. It's been a bit more of a run out for everyone, get everyone up to fitness, but this could be looks like we're going to see kind of a more accurate reflection of how we're going to be going into the season. In his box at Molineux watching the game, yeah. Thank you very much. It is my first time doing this. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm sure we'll be fine. And once the match starts, I'm going to be in my element anyway. You're just going to get to watch me watching Wolves, which, as many of my friends and family can tell you, is often a sight to behold, because I can get pretty incensed, especially when we keep passing it backwards across the back line and never going forwards. I will restrain myself. It'll be fine. I'm afraid I'm not going to stream it. We're not going to show you. I will commentate and I will show you as best as I can what's going on and how we're playing. I've watched many a Sky Sports Soccer Saturday in my time, so hopefully I'll be up to the task. The match is on the Wolves app. If you have to pay £5 to be able to watch it, but could go towards us actually signing some players. So it's you've got to go for it, really, haven't you? All stats. Well, there you go. If I need any stats, I'm not a statistics man. I'm a watch them and just go, yeah, he's quite good, or no, he's rubbish. Sort man. But I think there's some kerfuffle going on outside. It'll be fine. But yeah, put some emotion in when we score. You'll see that no matter what. Don't you worry. I was thinking of some questions that I could ask the chat before kickoff or at half time, because I'm a fairly young fan and I get to talk to my dad about a lot of this. But when I write articles for Wolves, it's kind of one way. So you get to read them, but I don't get to interact with people who've read them. So I was thinking of things that I could ask fans of all ages. And the one thing that consisted is I was thinking about what's everyone's favourite Wolves match that they've ever seen, because I was just thinking that I've got a few in my head. There was the Cardiff game in 2018, I think. the one with the penalty saves and Neves' free kick. We've had, Manchester United in the FA Cup, but all of mine are 2013 onwards, from when I went to see my first match, which was a 0-0 draw with Brentford in League One, of all places, on my 6th birthday. So, I'm an ultra. I've been going for years. But there are hundreds of other matches. Some people will have seen trophy wins potentially. Like Nottingham Forest and League Cup, etc. So just if you want to chuck that into the chat, then feel free. Like I said, please, I've got the hang of the banners now and everything, so you can please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we're 400 off 500 off 40,000 subscribers, which would be brilliant. And I see the effort that Dave and Emma and everyone puts into this all the time, so that would be brilliant. And of course, please don't make me have to time anyone out or anything, mainly because I'm not massively sure how I'm going to do it, and I might end up reporting you to the police or something because I don't know what buttons I'm pressing. So that there's another threat by accident. But let's just try and keep it positive, even if we're 4-0 down, which hopefully we won't be. But yeah. One end to the Cardiff game. See, the Cardiff game definitely sticks in my mind as I just remember standing there when they gave the second penalty, just going, "Oh God, yeah, they're definitely gonna. I think I might have even said to my dad, "Yeah, they're gonna score this one, aren't they?" Anyway, yep, because he was like, "I've seen this before." He's in his cynicism in the old age of getting to the I've seen Wolves bottle enough things, and I've seen it go down the toilet enough times that. But Crossbar came to our rescue. Am I a Wolves fan? For my sins, yes, I am. It's my dad's fault. He'd blame my granddad. He'd blame his granddad. It's a family affair. So I've been living down in Kent for as long as I can remember. I've never lived in the Midlands, but as you can see, Wolves fan. It's got just endless. I'm in my bedroom at the moment. My bedroom at home when I'm back from uni, and it's just littered with Wolves things. I've got there's a t-shirt up there, which is the only thing that's not blurred out of the screen, which is quite useful. I've got a Jota shirt over there. I've got a Molineux stamp over there. I've got a brilliant book, which I'll just grab actually, that I was given for my birthday. That is newspaper. I don't know if that's going to show it at all. No. Okay, it's newspapers from throughout history about Wolves, and it's just got loads of from back in the day. That's not a great one to start on. It's just got old newspaper clippings from matches that we've played. Turn this blurring thing off if I can. But yeah, I very much am a Wolves fan. Yes. I mean, would I be doing this if I wasn't? Is a question. And I'm just seeing, as I'm getting sidetracked and waffling too much, that the lineups have just come out and the teams have just walked out onto the pitch. The only way to see the match is by paying, yes, I'm afraid. Or you could stay with me and my lovely charisma and dashing good looks. And you could watch the game through me as your Sky Sports pundit for the evening. You're definitely right. It doesn't matter where you're from, and it doesn't matter where you are, as we've seen, because we have fans in India and Malta and France and Canada and anywhere in the sun. Watching Wolves on the TV with 1960 World Cup. I'm not sure if you can tell, that's a little bit before my time, but that would be in the spirit. I would kill to see us win a trophy. I really would. How can I see the match? So, and the other way to the match. So I don't know another way to the match. I imagine with some ingenuity you could probably find one. But there seems to be a lot. So this is strictly a watch along. So I'm watching the match and I will commentate and keep you updated, and we in the chat will discuss how it's going. And if you're watching the match, you can still join in, and we can still talk about how it's going and who we think's playing well or who we think's not playing well, or if the system's working or whatever goes on. But the easiest way to find it and the best way to watch it is to go onto the Wolves app or the Wolves website and go via Wolves TV, and it will cost you £5 to watch. But like I said earlier, we need some new signings and we haven't got the money, so the club could do with your hard-earned £5, and we might be able to crowdfund getting a striker or something, or a goalkeeper. Quite importantly, I can't put the match on because otherwise we will get banned from YouTube. And it's my first time doing this, so it doesn't seem like the best idea. Oh, I believe that's Bournemouth fan account. Hello, good evening. And I'm not sure if you're going to be watching along with the Wolves like we are. I mean, we're not your problem anymore, are we? So, I mean, we weren't exactly a problem for you last season anyway, actually, to be fair. But anyway, I'm very glad to have you here. I'm always intrigued by seeing fans of other clubs who are still interested to see the World Copyright Strike if show live. See, this is what I'm talking about. Thank you. What would I do without you, Carl? I really don't. I'd be lost. That's a good shout. 3-2 game. I didn't manage to see that one. I remember I was busy, but yeah, that was a hell of a game as well. Right, and with that, we have kickoff. It's currently 0-0 because we haven't even kicked a ball yet, but we have begun. Adam Armstrong's just shaping up to take kickoff. Is out of interest, is anyone else watching the match along with us? So, or are people just here for my entertainment value, which I'm very grateful for. Actually launched it forwards from kickoff for a change, which we don't usually do that. We usually, well, if anyone's read any of my articles, shameless plug, I'm often, have been for a while. It's been a classic thing that we do where we just go, pass it back to the striker, plays it back to the centre mid, plays it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper plays it to a centre back. We panic for a bit and we punt it long and we lose the ball. And that happens all the time. Well, and Santander on the attack here, that is well dealt with. Oh, and that's very well out of trouble by Hugo Bueno. And out for a Wolves throw on the left-hand side. On the iPad. Oh, there you go. Too tight to pay. So, I'm with you there. Start of Championship. I'm very much looking forward to the start of the Championship. All right, I want to see some positive Wolves news and some wins maybe, and I'd settle for just some goals at this point. To be honest, it became desperate times towards the end of last season. Out to the right-hand side, Gomez has won us a free kick. It looks like we've settled into. It looks like the 4-2-3-1 that Peixoto is well drilled in. We've got articles about Cesar's managerial career and the style of play that he likes and all that sort of stuff on the website if you're interested to take a look. So yeah, it's just for the lineup once again for anyone because I'm too incompetent to be able to put it on the screen. We have Dan Bentley in goal, Trippier and Hugo Bueno at wing backs, Totti and Mosquera as the centre back partnership, which is a very strong back line and could be what we're going for in the future, going into next season. Menezzi and Andre in the base of midfield with Fer Lopez just in front of them. Looks like he's kind of free roaming, attacking midfield role. Rodrigo Gomez at right wing or right attacking midfield, whatever you want to call it, which is a bit more advanced than he was last season. Mateus Mane on the left and Adam Armstrong leading the line. As Santander go forwards and Mane, and they're playing it out nicely. Mane's just been shoved off the ball and the referee hasn't even considered it, which is a bit ridiculous. Hello, I'm Ben. I'm Ben Whitehouse. This is my first time doing one of these. It's a very new experience for me. I'm usually firmly behind my pen, writing articles for the website. But I'm very honoured to be able to share the game with you all and to be trusted with this. Because hopefully I'm not gonna end anyone's career or ruin what Dave and Emma have built by flying off the handle. But yeah, thank you. And Santander have a free kick about, I'd say, 35 yards out, which some would say is Ruben Neves territory, but he is not here to be lucky. But we are making a wall, so that's a bit odd, but fair enough. Swung in, well cleared, out to the right hand side. Are they gonna? No, it's cleared again. We're gonna get out to them. Man is going up, and they settle back into their shape, and they're up. No score shouts, please. Yeah, if we could try and avoid putting the scores out, and especially putting fake scores out. When there is a goal or something, I will let you know. I wouldn't trust the chat if I were you. If I'm neutral. But yeah, thank you, Merv. Leicester fan, fantastic. You've got. I've just to start this. I've just hopped off my Leicester City Football Manager career save. I'm currently second in the Premier League in my second season, so you're welcome. It's very good. I tried selling Jamie Vardy, and your fans got very annoyed with me, and half the team started wanting to leave. But I kind of get it. Afternoon, Adrian. Good to see you. Is there any way to watch the match without paying the £5 that requires the login? Oh, those shots just flashed over the bar. It was a good save, I believe. Actually, I think he might have got a hand to that. He cut him from the wing and tried curling one in the far corner. That's a fantastic save, actually, to be fair. Give him credit where it's due. Is there any way to watch the match? You have to pay via the Wolves app, I'm afraid. The audio commentary behind a paywall, yeah, it probably is. It's for pre-season matches. I believe. I think audio commentary for championship games, because they're not as easily televised, will probably be wise. And Santander have just had a shot go out very, very far wide. We've struggled to kind of get a foothold in the game. We haven't had much possession, really. They've kind of been all over us for the time being. The match, unfortunately, isn't on the... No comment, Adrian, no comment. Who'd be your dream signing for this team? Oh, goodness. That is a question. Well, Vinicius Jr. is getting a bit angsty about his contract, I believe. And a cross come in from Hugo Bueno to the back stick. Rodrigo Gomez beaten to it. Good high pressure, but then he's absolutely slammed into him. And it's a Santander free kick in their own half. Dream signing. I really wanted Alex Scott for a while, but that was a few years back. And now I was saying to everyone, Alex Scott, this guy's next big thing. Honestly, come on, we should be signing him. We could be in the midfield. It was after we sold Gibbs White, so I thought I saw him as the sort of replacement in the attacking midfield role. And now he's actually the next big thing, of course. So I would have said him. I'm not sure. It will. I actually, weirdly, I get nervous when we sign people that I know. When we sign obscure random people who I've never heard of, they tend to be much better than the famous names that we sign, as far as I'm aware. So I don't know if anyone else has any suggestions of who they think would be a good signing. I'm probably just drawing a blank. So, but feel free to put them in the chat, of course. And Santander coming down the left-hand side. We're really struggling to get the ball off them. Andre with a challenge and giving away a free kick on the left-hand side now. It looked a bit soft, so he looks quite indignant, but okay, well, they'll have to try and swing another ball in. Haven't really managed to get a foothold on it. That looked like a clean challenge. I'm not sure what the ref's given there, but each to their own, I suppose. We'll have to defend another set piece, which notoriously we have not been great at in the past few years, to say the least. Neves would be ideal, but I'm pretty sure he's just signed a new contract. And May, we're breaking free here. If he can keep that in, Rodrigo Gomez up the right wing. He's going forwards, plays it in, across to Mane. Just not enough on the ball, I'm afraid. And swinging into the penalty area. And then we're seeing this high press quite a lot, which is good. This is I'm seeing Pashotto doing this quite a lot, having the players pushing very high and pressing from the front. Especially as soon as we lose the ball, they're straight in into them. We're susceptible to giving away a few free kicks by being a bit overzealous, though. However, Neves. I'm pretty sure he's just signed a new contract at Al Hilal, which is quite sad because I thought he was going to come back to Europe pretty quickly, to be honest. Obviously, he'd be the dream. This is what we all want. Bentley gathers that long ball. It'll be okay. See, there are other form players. I mean, Adama is a good shout. Having Adama come back would be nice. He's not obviously the same quality of player as he was when he left, or of Neves for that matter. But it would still be great to have him back. Adrian, the team. I can tell you the team. If you've been here from the start, you would have seen my trials and tribulations trying to get the technology to work. We've got Bentley in goal, Mosquera and Totti at centre backs, with Hugo Bueno and Trippier at wing backs, Andre and Manetzi in midfield, with Fer Lopez just in front of them at attacking midfield, and then Rodrigo Gomez and Mane on the wings with Armstrong up front. And a very, very sparse bench. We haven't got many people on the bench at all. Jimenez isn't on the bench. I believe he's in the stands. But yeah, there's the team. It's a very strong team, I think. I think this is going to be hopefully more of a this is the sort of squad that will be playing more often. Prediction. Given the way it's going, I'm still going to back us and say I'd say 3-1. I think hopefully in the second half we'll pick it up a bit, or go into this half. We're only 10 minutes in, as they put another ball into the box from another set piece, but cleared out again. Oh, that was a good ball on the edge of the area, and cleared out again. But there's no one up there. We've got no one going away with the ball. Got no outlet really. Prediction. I'll go 3-1. I'll go 3-1, Angelina. Well, yeah, you got to have some faith. That's some nice football from Santander down the right hand side, but they go back in field and they're back with their centre backs playing that across the halfway line. Good pressure from Fer Lopez, looking to force the issue, but they're popping it about very nicely, and that is a good ball in behind, very far on the far side, and his cross comes out to the far side, and Trippier's there to. He's got time. He hook it up the line. Oh, Armstrong might get onto that. No, he's still going to the keeper. Simon 5-0. That's the sort of attitude I want to see. You're better than me. You got more faith than I do. First season ticket. Cool. I'm pretty sure I'm still I've been on a waiting list for about 8 years or something. But yeah, that's great to see. Still supporting even after the dire last season. I'm amazed. I'm not sure who that is, to be honest. If you can expand and give us some more detail, I might just be drawing a blank again. Yeah, Santander are dominating the play. Can I show the minutes on the screen? I'm not sure. I will keep you updated with the minutes. I don't know how to do that. Like I said, this is my first time doing it, and I have no idea what's going on. I don't really know how to use half of these things, but I will keep you updated. At the moment, we're 12 minutes in, and yeah, I'll keep you updated. It by rule of thumb, if it's any use, the game started at 5, like on the dot. So anything, the minutes will be on from 5, if that makes sense. Bosnia, good World Cup. Wouldn't mind that. I presume you don't mean Lennart Karl from Bayern, because I'm not sure we've got the funds for that. I'm not sure we've got the funds for anything, to be fair, but definitely not for that. Oh, good high press from Wall. Won it back high up the pitch. Armstrong on the left. And Mane, one-on-one with his man. Tries it in behind for Manetzi. He's just not there. But it is a Wolves throw by the left corner flag. Based on the way we're playing, I see us struggling this year. Well, yeah, we got to give them time, because once they get used to the system, they'll hopefully be a bit more of a force to deal with. All right, I know this looks like alcohol, people. It's not alcohol. I don't drink. I'm recently turned 18. Well, not recently, but I'm 18 and I don't drink. This is apple juice. Genuinely. Please believe me. I would not be risking getting drunk on a live stream in front of nearly 400 people. That'd be interesting. However, based on if we do horribly or not, maybe something stronger might come out. I've always said, if there was anything that was going to make me actually need to start drinking, it was definitely going to be the Wolves. Just to balance out some anxiety levels. Not that that's what you should do, of course. Anyway, it's out on the right, and for Lopez, see, I like this from Lopez, dropping deep and picking up the ball, tries a long switch out to Mane. Not quite long enough, but Andre's picked up possession again. Sends it out to Trippier. He could have played through Gomez, who was just offside, but then Lopez tries a few through ball, and it's gone out for a goal kick. 15 minutes done. Santander have had the wealth of possession, to be honest, and have been look like they've been the stronger side, but there's still plenty of time left to go, and for us to get more of a foothold in this game. Well, I do not condone this, Adrian. Of course, I do not condone this, but whether it is factually correct or not, I will leave open to something, what I'm saying. And Adam just got very confused and very flustered there, and Adam Armstrong's just spurned it over the bar from 2 yards out. That was shocking finish. For Lopez, that was brilliant in the box. Good feet. Turned the player, left him on the floor, squared it to Armstrong, who fired it over the bar. That was a chance. But that came from the high press again. I like it. It's very high intensity. I'm not sure if the team have the fitness levels even to. I feel like every time we get a new manager, which is once a week, they always come in and say that the fitness of the team just isn't there, and that they don't have the intensity to actually do anything. So for someone to come in and try playing, we typically have managers come in and play a low block for us, but having someone come in and have them going should hopefully drive them up. We have a Racing Santander fan. Worst of luck to you today, but no problem with Santander. Just want a good game, good run out for the lads. Are there no Santander sporting channels that you'd rather be watching than watching a Wolves fan give presumably very biased commentary? Very close. Thank you, Tim. Listening to me, I'm trying my best. So you can set me straight if I start waffling about anything that's not happening. Do I remember the bus parade? I didn't go to the bus parade. I was too young, and it was on a day. I was only 11 in 2018, which I imagine is quite scary for some of you. And it was in Wolverhampton, which is a long way from me. And Fer Lopez threw on goal, and he's finished it. Top corner, 1-0 to the boys. That was a brilliant finish from Fer Lopez. I need to work out how to update the banner. I think I've done it. God knows. 1-0 to the boys. Fantastic. Fer Lopez played through. It was more pressure and a quick attack there. That was good. Fer Lopez, clean through on goal. Left foot unnecessarily in the top corner, some would say. It was well won by Andre. A little bit of a scuffle in the midfield. Manetzi managed to get something on it and play him through. And that is a composed, quality finish. It was bobbling a little bit as well. Most of us most of us who aren't professional footballers would be complaining about that as the ball bobbled, but that would beautifully go into the top corner. Fantastic. Here's to that with my apple juice. 1-0, 18 minutes in. Well, this could be a rout then. I mean, we might win 15-0. Well, we keep going. Where was I? I was saying something to someone. Do I remember the bus parade? I don't. I don't remember the bus parade. I remember being absolutely over the moon. Oh, we've won it back high again. Lopez through to Armstrong. Oh, bloody hell! Absolutely thundered that on the volley from about the penalty spot, just over the bar. But that was refusing to let them out from the high press. Jordan, yeah, it was once again from the high press. It's just not letting them out of their own half. And Andre's tenacity and his energy levels were perfect. And if that wasn't a pre-season friendly, you might have laid that off, but that was calling to be volleyed. See, and Santander looking a bit shaky now. He just about got that clear from the goalkeeper who's being pressured. Cynical foul from Manetzi in their own half and gives them a bit of space. 1-0, good finish for us. Smash your likes, yes. See, Carl. Once again, I must say, what would I do without you? Like and subscribe, please, if you can. We're 500 subs away from 40,000 subscribers, I believe, which would be very, very cool. Oh, you think I'm good? Thank you, Barrett. We've just scored, so couldn't be happier. That hasn't happened I haven't seen a score for a while. Let's leave it at that. But yeah, Mikey Parrish shout. Oh, there's other people living in this house, I'm afraid. Well, Santander through, shoot to the near post. That's a good save from Bentley, down quickly to his near post. Didn't see the goal. It was high press and managed to get Fer Lopez through on goal, kind of on the right hand side of the box, left-footed, whipped it into the far top corner. Good finish. As the app as the Wolves app only just tells me that we've scored a goal, even after I've seen us score the goal 5 minutes earlier. What can you do? Who scored? Fer Lopez. 1-0. I always rated Fer. I remember seeing him before we loaned him out. I remember thinking that he looked really good, and I was very sad that it looked like we might sell him. But I'm glad he's back, and it sounds like he's going to be a big part of Cesar's plans. Very good on the ball, but also very tall and looks quite lean. If he could bulk out a bit and get a bit stronger, so he doesn't get nudged off the ball quite so easily, he could be a hell of a player, I think. But Rodrigo Gomez looks like he's just got an elbow in the face there or something. He's up and at them. He's all right. He's a good lad, but definitely a foul. Pre-season is way better than I remember last season trying to convince myself that pre-season didn't matter, and then realizing that it definitely did matter. Ball played through. It was a good challenge. Good interception. Otherwise, Armstrong would have been through. Gomez has taken on his man, got a bit of space, still got it. My goodness. Okay, and the third man takes it off him. And Fer Lopez sees it out for a throw in on the right hand side. This is much better since the goal. Much better since the goal. Now they've got that sort of press going, they've got their shape, and they seem to be a little bit more organised. They've worked what Racing are doing out a little bit more now. They're starting to control the game. Into the midfield. Andre's sitting just at the base of the midfield. Does wherever you go. As the pitch here at Molineux, there's a nice bit of width about it. Obviously, a week ago at Warsaw, the widest the pitch just playing it around the back now. They're they're getting a foothold on the game now. They're keeping possession a bit. They look a bit calmer now that they've got a goal. Bueno driving into the midfield like that. And he's been fouled. Sorry. Okay, and Wolves free kick on the halfway line. Just ticked over halfway through the first half. So now they look a lot more comfortable now. You have to give them the benefit of the doubt and say, it's a new start the club, isn't it? It's a new team. It's fairly unrecognisable compared to last season. Mane wins the free kick. Hopefully, yeah, good. I heard the whistle. Mane wins a free kick on the left side of the area. Opportunity to put a ball into the box. Hopefully, I was saying that hopefully there's the players. It's kind of unrecognisable, so they need to get themselves more attuned to each other and get on the same wavelength. Especially in a more attacking system, you need players that are on the same wavelength. Adrian, I'm sorry, that's probably my phone beeping. It should be done now. I would usually, if I was doing a live stream or something, I would turn my phone off, but I need to watch the match, so it's got to be on. So onto the far post, headed back across. Armstrong headers it on, and the keeper claims it. It's a shame. He's not yawning. Well, we're actually playing quite well, so there should be no yawning. Time for the hydration break? Absolutely not. It was disgraceful at the World Cup. It would be disgraceful at any other time. Not to sound too old. And good job, thank you, Barry. I'm enjoying it because we're winning. If we were losing, then we might have a problem on our hands. But thank you very much. Well intercepted. Opportunity to launch counter-attack there, but just didn't make it, and it's out for a throw-in on the right-hand side again. They look far more settled now. There. They've eased off a little bit. They were going straight hell for leather after they scored the first goal. They were looking like they were going for a second, which I'm sure we can all agree is something that has been severely lacking for goodness, but how long? How long have we been sitting on 1-0 leads and hoping that it doesn't go wrong? Got to be near on a decade now. It's been a long time. Why is Raul not playing? I don't know. I can only assume it's because he's not ready. He's not back to full fitness yet. He got further in the World Cup than most of our players did. I mean, most of our players didn't go to the World Cup, admittedly, but yeah. Got on UEFA for standing up to FIFA. Indeed, Cameron. Agreed. It we won't open that can of worms because it's more of a political issue than a football issue, really, isn't it? I'll be looking at this game going into the opening weekend of La Liga. Clear that opportunity to counter-attack if we can get out of there. That's very well played by Menezzi. And Fer Lopez driving at the defence, looking to set Rodrigo Gomez free down the right. Plays it back in field. Whipped in by Trippier to the back post. Mane's there. On the volley. That would have been quite the goal, but that was always going to be very tricky to keep down. That was a great ball from Trippier. Found him in loads of space, peeled away at the back post, and then still couldn't quite finish it. High pressing again from the goal kick. Rodrigo Gomez is kind of permanently on high press and high energy levels, isn't he? Texas, USA. We've got another country in the rankings. In Texas, my goodness. Well, best wishes all over there. I hope you're watching. What time is it in Texas? Out of interest to see to be watching a pre-season friendly. That is dedication that most would not go to. Dan Bentley comes out and claims that. Just picks it up in the box. To Hugo Bueno on the left. Mane plays it back in field to Totti. Got a bit of a knock there and just won the free kick. Who's on the bench? Basically no one. Cameron, I'll be honest. Chachua, Tommy Doyle, Chirewa, and some young lads who, unfortunately, despite the fact that I'm supposed to be a writer for Wolves, I can't remember their names. Gracie, Louis Benjamin, and Oligandru, I believe. I might have completely butchered that. Apologies if I have. But yeah, there's not many people on the bench because we played. I think basically our second team played their second team earlier in the day behind closed doors, and we lost 1-0, which isn't ideal, but still just good for fitness, isn't it? Rodrigo Gomez down the right wing. Trippier plays it infield to Andre. Got all of our players in their half now, trying to keep possession in more of a forward area rather than just passing it around the back and inviting pressure. Andre with the switch. Great pass out to Trippier. Touches it inside for Rodrigo Gomez, who's passed back to him just a little bit off and goes out for throw-in. Match started at noon. Oh, that's okay. I'm hoping that none of you are having to do what I and my fellow UK residents, if you were interested in watching England, were doing for the Mexico match, which was, oh my God, it was worth it because it was an amazing match. But delays and thunderstorms and 2:00 in the morning and couldn't do it. Couldn't hack it at all. Wolves are scoring more goals. Couldn't really get many less goals. I'll be honest with you, Ethan. But yeah, I'm very good. They look a lot more attacking, and having someone like Raul to spearhead attacks is always going to improve at least. So we can hope it's still an upwards trajectory from here. Manetzi wins back the ball, plays it out wide to Mane. Mane tries a ball up the line, and Armstrong has somehow ended up on the floor instead of running after it. I think he's won a free kick on the edge of the area. South Korea, my goodness, I love the profile picture, my friend. I'm sure that's given me some major nostalgia that I'm sure the rest of the chat can agree on. South Korea as well. I hope we get more goals. Well, I really hope so. Do I remember Raul's head injury? Of course I do. I can't. Yeah, I can't really forget it as much as I might like to. I'll always remember where I was and when that happened. It was horrible. When I was too young to see one of my heroes getting stretchered off. It was not nice. Raul needs the service. Agreed, Merv. Agreed. Hopefully, I'm enjoying seeing Rodrigo Gomez in a more attacking role, and Mane hopefully should just go from strength to strength. Very annoying that we just got a new winger and he got injured straight away. Reminds me a bit of when Sasa Kalajdzic joined and did his ACL within about 25 minutes. That was nice football. Oh, very nearly worked out to get Mane up the wing there, but not quite. Yeah, in lockdown. Being in lockdown was the worst part of it because, not to be too gruesome, but you literally heard the impact because there was no one in the stand, which was it was just awful, wasn't it? But he is back, and he's getting back to his best. I was very impressed by him last season with Fulham, and at the World Cup he was incredible, and he really looked. He was nearly scoring half chances. He had a couple against England that really shouldn't have gone anywhere near the goal, but they forced Pickford into some impressive saves. Turning into quite a physical battle at certain points of the game. Yeah, half an hour gone, 32 minutes in. We've settled back into a bit of a lower shape now with Santander in possession. And they're just knocking it about. Why is Totti captain? It's a good question. He was made captain a while ago when they had this leadership team thing. I'm not sure if Peixoto has actually decided on a final captain that's well won by Andre as they tried to get into our penalty area, and Mane is fouled in his own half on the left hand side. I don't know if Peixoto's decided on who he wants to be captain. He hasn't had much time with the squad. He may well decide in the coming weeks, or maybe he's going to have a rotation of captains. I would like ideally to see us with one captain again. similar to how we had Cody. So I think Andre is a good shout for it. Anyone, put in the chat who you think should be the captain. Actually, a lot of people saying Trippier. I'm not. I'm always a bit hesitant to give it to someone who's just joined. I feel like you kind of need to have been at the club for a while. He's an experience. He's a leader of the club, but I don't know if he's got that know-how of the club and like knows everyone. It's a bit, and it I always think it could cause problems if you have someone who kind of looks like they kind of just waltz in, become talk of the town, and become captain. Rail's a good shout. G Trippier club. He could obviously it wouldn't be a bad thing, but Trippier or Andre, I definitely agree it's between the two of them. I don't think Totti's quite got the experience, and he's not. I don't think he's vocal enough. But Andre for me would be my choice. He's proven his loyalty to the club. He's very good. We know that. He's in the midfield. He's very experienced. He's been at the club for a while. He's got the trust of everyone there. I think he'd be my go-to. I see we're ticking up to almost 500 people in the stream. Hello, I'm Ben. We're watching Wolves versus Racing Santander. We're 34 minutes in and we're 1-0 up. Fer Lopez has scored the first goal of the game. Hopefully there will be many more to come. If you're joining us, if you're enjoying it, if you're enjoying the watch-alongs, we're going to try and have more watch-alongs going on. Dave is obviously going to most of the matches this season, and will be giving his after-match reviews and his thoughts on everything. But in his absence, there will be a few of us on rotation, I imagine, who will be doing watch-alongs, get to know you guys a bit more. I'm enjoying this very much so far, and we're playing really quite well. So I recognise that referee. Anyway, sorry, I thought it'd be weird. I've got a referee we recognise for a pre-season match. But yeah, if you could like and subscribe, we're just over 500 people now. That would be much appreciated. We're closing in on 40,000 subscribers, I believe. And leave some likes for me. If this does really well, I might even get invited back, and that would be great for me. It'd be a brilliant reflection. So, but yeah, in all honesty, if you're enjoying the content, if you want to see more, like I said earlier, we're hopefully we're going to score some more goals and win some more matches this season. So you'll get more and more content, and we have writers and we have articles, and we've got lots and lots of stuff going on all the time with Wolves. And Rodrigo Gomez breaks down the right-hand side. He should have squared that, really. Looked like he kind of fell as he hit it. Just got played in behind. All of a sudden, but yeah, he completely fluffed his lines and sent it straight over the bar. But yeah, we've got on the website, we've got articles all the time about everything Wolves. We've got social media pages where we've got things coming out. The writers that we all have, of which I count myself among them, we people who are far more knowledgeable than I am about the Wolves and about every facet of the club, about Wolves women after their promotion last season, the under-21s, the under-18s, players out on loan, everything you could possibly imagine, they've got it all. As well as, behind-the-scenes things, the ongoings at the club, kit reveals, etc., stuff like that. So, feel free to check out the website, check out all the social medias, and yeah, we trickle on into the 37th minute. History blogs as well, yes. See, I would write some history blogs, but I'm 18. I don't know what was going on. So I think I'll leave it to the experts, rather. Well, the game's going quite well, and we're 1-0 up, so I think we might be able to stick with the fact that this is actually apple juice. For the time being, anyway. What do I think of the new away kit? I absolutely love it, Samuel. I'm over the moon. When they released the gold kit, me and my dad said, "Oh, this is beautiful." But what would be even better is if they did a white kit. Rodrigo Gomez. Oh, damn it! I'm well defended. I'm getting sidetracked by the chat, by talking to you. Like it's too much fun. Good from Rodrigo Gomez to win it high up the pitch, getting down the line. Good covering from the racing centre back, but it's out for a Wolves corner. So we've got questions about the home kit and the away kit. The home kit, lovely. New kit, they look great in it. It's brilliant. I like reverting to the old badge for the 150th year is good as well. And the away kit, it's just lovely, isn't it? I really like the lines, the black lines down the middle. Make it great, give it a bit of structure, and it's quite nice having the not the. I was looking at this kit, but this is an old kit as well. This has got a different badge, a completely different badge on it. It's good. I'm glad that we've at least got the normal badge on at least one of the kits. One of the 2020. Yeah. See, that was a good kit. That was a good kit. I like that one. Where's the 300 million? Your guess is as good as mine, Neil. I mean, we can wait. I'm not sure we're getting it. I've kind of come to the acceptance that we're going to be a club who's going to end up doing shrewd business and trying to find good deals on players for 10, 15 million. But I also think that whenever we've actually tried splashing the cash on anyone, it's gone horrendously wrong. You know, Fabio said that Cunha was good. Cunha was a good signing for big money. But you know, we've had a ringload of players like Guedes. There was a bit of a train wreck, that one. Fabio Silva, it was tricky. I'm thinking of someone else, and I just can't think of it. Nunes, my God. I mean, well, it's a bit of a he who must not be named situation with Mateus Nunes, but yeah, I kind of prefer it when we do true. But I'd like to see us have like. I think we've needed more. Obviously, we need to do more business. We can't just leave the team in the current state. But I also don't want them rushing into anything. If Peixoto had come in before the World Cup, I think we'd have done more deals. But I think we're now waiting for him. Time to sell, folks. I mean, they've said they're not going to, so I suppose we just got to give them the benefit of the doubt and see if they can start again, give them a second try. Because I often think I'm very angry with them for what they've done to the club, but we also would never have got to the Premier League. I wouldn't have seen Wolves in the Premier League probably if it hadn't been for them taking over, and they were clearly doing the right things at the start. But then they got a bit disillusioned, and we had COVID, and Raul got injured, and we had a financial problem, and we had Europe to juggle, and all that sort of stuff. And they messed it up, and then they didn't back it, and they kind of went back into their shell. So they've definitely messed it up. But this is, I think I'm happy at least to give them. I understand that people are fed up and they don't want it, but I'd be happy to give one more retry. And if they mess up this season or they don't back us, then obviously that's all a problem. Oh, and it's kicking off. Sorry, it's kicking off in a pre-season friendly. Andre and someone's having a little bit of a scuffle, and Cesar's getting on the pitch to separate them, being the man in the middle. I don't really know what happened. If we got relegated to League One, then obviously, Neil, you're allowed to shout at them. That's a problem. That means they haven't done it. But, you know, they might come out next week and we might sign 4 players. And we might win the league. Or we might win the league with this team. We just don't know, do we? We just don't know. Gomez giving Jota vibes. Well, if he could be half the player that Diogo was for us, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? That'd be really great. Lopez player to watch this season? Yeah, I agree. I think he's great. I really, really love him. What position on the pitch would you like to see more transfers? Everywhere, Alex. Literally everywhere. More goalkeeper, or well, not more goalkeepers, but better goalkeepers. Stronger midfielders. Maybe not a striker, because we've got Raul and Armstrong. But probably one more, at least. more wingers, more midfield, literally everywhere. the team's not good enough, but we need to focus on getting people out the door as well. I think because it's just I don't know. Down to the right wing, Trippier out on the right. Gomez with a nice turn. Nice. Just got away from him. But he's back at it already. And he fouls the player, and the player refuses to shake his hand. It's getting a bit angsty and they're getting a bit wound up for a pre-season friendly. They need to get into half-time and try not to have everyone sent off. New goalie first on the list, yeah. I agree. Wolves head logo, yeah. Yeah, I think so as well. Half-time, just coming up, Angelina, just coming up. We're in 44 minutes. Shouldn't be too much added time, I can't imagine. Ball up the line, well dealt with by Totti. Totti on Mosquera between them. And another sliding tackle comes in. But Mosquera, of all players, has actually taken that quite well and not started a scuffle. Which is not something I thought I'd be saying. Hoping for a swift return to the top flight. The squad looks stronger now. It does look a bit stronger, but there's definitely more needed because it's not strong enough at all. It might be strong enough to get, like playoffs or something. If the play style comes through very well, but they need more players because even if they did get promoted, they wouldn't survive in Premier League. Something happened in today's early game between them. It was 1-0 to Santander. And I suppose you might mean were they scrapping in the early game? Yeah, they might have been. To be fair, this guy's still complaining with the referee. I don't know who he is or what's wrong with him, but it's half time now, and it's 1-0 to Wolves, and he's still complaining, even at half time. So first half, anyone opinions on the first half? Please put them in the chat, and please like and subscribe as well. Like I said, we're closing in on 40,000 subscribers. It would be good to get there, and I could say that it happened on my watch, and that would be brilliant for me. So if you want to help a man out, then feel free. Or is it Dave would not agree with what? Adrian, what have I said? Have I got myself in trouble? I can't remember what I said. Lopez is amazing, yeah. Good first half, amazing first half. Amazing's a bit far. We've definitely had the more clear cut of the opportunities. Santander have had quite a lot of the ball, and they did at the start, especially. They seemed to be dominating, but then we kind of got a bit more of a foothold on the game. A bit more, they're showing some of the half chance. Mane's chance at the back post, Lopez's goal, obviously. Armstrong had a volley that went very narrowly over the bar. Gomez got through and kind of fluffed his lines, to be honest. But we've got into good advanced areas. High press is working well and a good watch. I agree, Carl. It's definitely much more exciting than it was. If this was the old Wolves of recent seasons, then it'd be 0-0 probably, and we'd probably have just sat in our own half. So 1-0 could have been 2 or 3-0. We look quite open. I would argue because of the nature of the high press and going forwards and having a lot of your team centered further up the pitch. Obviously, you're going to be more exposed, and there's going to be more holes in the defense that they're going to be able to expose. And if arguably against a higher quality team, like if we were playing a top level championship side, or one of our fellow relegation side like West Ham or something, we'd be being punished. But yeah, I mean, 1-0. Nothing really to complain about. A few things to tighten up. Great finish from Fer Lopez, who's a brilliant little player. I really like him. So yeah, from where are you watching the match? I'm watching the match from my bedroom in Kent. It's a bedroom in Kent, but it's decorated with stuff from Wolverhampton and from the Wolves. So make of that what you will. I'm still interested to see where everyone else is watching it from because we've had Canada, India, Texas, France, Malta, I believe, Wales. People are watching the Wolves from all over the place. We really do have we're quite the pool, biggest club in the world, some would say. But how's the defence playing? I'm pressing them all. How's the defence playing? They're playing okay. They're dealing with. They're kind of not letting anything materialise, so they're kind of dealing with it before it starts. If that makes sense, it's a bit of a botched answer, but it's like, yeah, they're not letting anything clear cut emerge. If that makes sense. With correct coaching, the squad is strong enough, and you should not be talking about next season because if we do go up, it will be a different beast. I completely agree. Actually, to be fair, I don't think this. I'm not sure I completely agree. Actually, I think the squad is strong. I don't think it's strong enough. I think there are definitely some holes that need plugging in it. But I've been thinking a lot that the team, like the current team that just got relegated, if we didn't sell anyone and we got relegated, and then we just came back up and we had the exact same team, but they'd had a season together with the same manager in the Championship, we probably would have still got relegated because the players aren't good enough. But it wouldn't have been that bad, if that makes sense. So I think it's undervalued how important chemistry and team building and having an identity and being together is, and having confidence massively. Our whole team had absolutely no confidence last season. So yeah, I agree. It would be a different beast than we got. Fer Lopez playing his natural position. Yeah. We've got the places flooding in now. Windsor, Blackpool. Yeah. Fellow UK residents to look after Fer Lopez. Trust me, I didn't want him gone in the first place. I really didn't. My bad. Why I refer to his. Oh, right. So you didn't mean you weren't asking about me personally. I see how it is. No, I'm joking. Photo was what link? The game is accessible on the Wolves app or on Wolves TV. It is behind a paywall. It's £5 to pay to watch the game. I'm viewing that as funding the club and trying to get us some money so we can sign some players, which is kind of a coping mechanism, but I'm sticking with it anyway. You're more than welcome to stay with us, obviously, and just watch me. I'm trying to keep everyone up to speed with how the game's going, but I'm also getting sidetracked a lot. And the game is it is £5, but that's where I find it. Yeah. Do we need a new keeper? Yeah. Short and simple. Yeah. We're at the game. You're at the. This is a man who's managed to get Wi-Fi signal inside Molineux. We need your tricks, sir. Your trick. I always get to, because it always takes me and my dad. It always has to be a day trip to get up to Molineux from where we are. It's good 3.5 hours. And then whenever we get there, we always go, we should probably message the rest of our family and tell them that we're here safe and stuff. And we always remember to do it when we're at Molineux. And then so people just have had no contract from us for about 8 hours because we're like, oh, well, we got there and then there was no internet, obviously, because it's Molineux. Good morning from Australia. What time is it in Australia, Alexander? Good to see you. Good morning. Hope it's a good day where you are. What time is it in Australia? You're watching it early morning. Hopefully not as early morning as some of us had to for like the England game and stuff. Like I was talking about during the World Cup, that was a test of patience more than anything else. And then we had to watch England, which isn't much better. Oh, don't worry at all. That was only joking. Spanish. We got Spanish fans as well. We're a worldwide club. 2-4. Oh my God, 2:54. I thought you meant like 8 o'clock in the morning, and you had like a lovely view of a sunset or something. I was managing deck chairs and holiday resorts, but no, 2:54. My goodness. Well, thank you. You're an absolute trooper, Alexander. I can tell you, I would not be staying up until 2:54 to watch pre-season friendlies. So it's a pleasure to have you with us. We salute you. Thank you very much. Do we need any centre mid? Yeah, Ruben Neves preferably, but probably not. I feel like we need a new everything. I really do. Because yeah, we just the whole the midfield's probably the strongest area of the team. Because we've got Andre, we've got Tommy Doyle, who I rate a lot. Fer Lopez, if you want to count him as a centre mid, he's an attacking midfielder. Menetzi, Boubacar Traore, who I love, but we don't know how reliable he is. What I'd quite like, seeing as we're in the Championship, is I think we kind of need a brute. We need a tank who's going to stand in the midfield and just pump people, basically, and yeah, just throw people around. Bit like I remember when we got Alfred and Jai last time we were in the Championship. That was, yeah, he was. We need that sort of player. Thank you, Carl, doing my job for me again. 105 likes on the live. Thank you very much. I mean, around 450 viewers again at half time. I will once again shamelessly plug. Please hit the subscribe and join in the chat. Come and join if you're watching and you're not in the chat. Please come and join. Please be respectful and obviously, and don't join the chat. Just have a fight. But yeah, please hit subscribe and like the stream. All of this stuff helps with the algorithms and helps us get Wolves out there more and build even an advert, even just as a fan channel. It's growing the stature of the club and supporting our reach as a fan base. And we're a great fan base. We're probably the best fan base. So why wouldn't you want us out there more? And of course we have social medias you can follow. And we have the Always Wolves website where all of our writers are doing loads of incredible articles. History of the club, as has been mentioned by Carl earlier on. Under 21s, under 18s, women's matches, first team matches, behind the scenes, kits, any transfer rumours, anything you can think of. So, how was the first half? Anything new? The midfield isn't creative. No, I agree with that. I think Fer Lopez is a good option, and I think Tommy Doyle is quite a creative midfielder. But we've always kind of missed the person who can unlock things, and the person who's got that final ball. How was the first half? It was good. It was good. It was high pressing. We didn't get much of a foothold in it for a while, but once we did, we looked composed. We've made some more clear cut of the chances, and yeah, it's been good. It's more different than last season. That's for sure and true. Did I go to the last home game versus Fulham? Couldn't make it. I really wanted to because I knew that Raul was going to get the plaudits and the applause, but I couldn't make it to that one. I've seen Always Wolves. This wasn't me, so I'm going to assume it was Dave or Emma or someone else who's got the account details. Day and Aid of the Wolves Foundation. Just follow the link and go and check it out. And again, Dave's at the match, so that means he's managed to get Wi-Fi and signal in Molineux, which means that you've got to subscribe because he's magic. Because it's physically impossible. You can't. You get 1 bar of 3G, maybe on a good day. Would be controversial, but I'd have Adama Traore back tomorrow. I'd have him back now. I want him. I desperately want him. It's just nostalgia. Carl agrees. I just want him. I just love him. Just love the man. Nobody be there to prepare me a cup of tea or coffee. No, I've got apple juice. I promise it's apple juice, guys. We're not that bad. It is apple juice. Mane and Fer Lopez can be the creative players we've missed. I agree, Jake. I agree, but there's never harm in having more, is there? Sayis and Jimenez. Cool. Are you? I think I've been there. We're waiting outside. Waiting outside the car park for the players to come out with the very strict security guard. He's a lovely guy, but very strict and doesn't let you anywhere near them if you can avoid it. That would be too high wages. Yeah, it probably would be. Maybe the phone signal works. Only 5 to 10k. Yeah, it could be that. It could be that, but I just think it might. I think it's just completely impossible. Right, something that I've forgotten to do. I'm, as fellow regular fans of the Always Wolves watch-along live streams, I was assured by Dave that there would be a reaction to this. And I'm a bit bemused by this. But I have what he dubbed a halftime snack, which supposedly gets raptures from the chat and from the masses watching, who like to guess what the halftime snack is, which I think is slightly less endearing coming from an 18-year-old. But irrespective, I have a halftime snack. If anyone wants to put any guesses in the chat, then feel free. I'm just following orders. Chips? No, not chips. No, that's a good idea though. Oh god. You might have decided dinner, Dino. You might have done. Yeah, you have actually. You definitely have. Kit Kat, no, but closer. Half-time snacking. Right, so this is a sensation. I'm not being crudely pranked. Like you guys think way too much of me. See, Mars Bar, we're closer there than Apple. Come on, I'm 18. I'm not eating apple. When you get into your teenage years, you become vehemently against fruit and vegetable. It's not okay. Mars Bar, see, burger would be lovely. Pie would be lovely. Oh god. Yeah, this is bad idea. You're just making me hungry. Making me want to abandon the live stream and just go and make myself some food. Chocolate digestive is close. Apple juice, yeah, we can. Yeah, apple juice, definitely. It actually is, but I kind of want to leave it ambiguous now, and you can guess. 12 Maltesers, no. Oh god, this is making me so hungry. I absolutely love 12. Whilst we're at it, because you're reminding me now, can we put a favourite chocolate bar in the chat? And when someone gets the correct answer, then I'll acknowledge them, because there is a correct answer in my opinion. Chunky Kit Kat even. Oh no! Stop it! You get where I'm going. Talk about no. See, Jaffa Cake. We're strewing a bit away there. If we want another argument, we can do Jaffa Cake or biscuit. Chocolate Hobnobs is close. This was something that I managed to sneak into my parents' trolley without them noticing. Which is the perk of being home from university and not wanting to spend your own money. Especially when it's not even your money in the first place either. Can't be picnic. No. Guys, it's much simpler than that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not on this level. The players have just come out for the second half. I know we're much more entertained by this back and forth, but Whisper Gold's not close to what I've got, but it is nearly the right answer. And Timothy has got it. Chocolate cookies. It's all we want. I don't know where they were from, but they're absolutely godly and perfect for the second half to start. So you've won. I don't know what you've won, Timothy. You've won my respect, and I know that's not enough, but you're gonna have to deal with it, I'm afraid. What am I studying at university? Oh, so this will get a reaction. I'm studying politics and sociology, as you can tell, probably by the fact that I that I write about Wolves in my spare time. I'm gonna be a humanities student. I'm not a maths student or anything. I couldn't hack that at all. But yeah, politics is basically just now studying how frustrated people are getting, which is always interesting. Not watching the game at the moment. How's Fer Lopez doing? He's doing brilliantly. Scored the only goal of the game. Very well taken finish. Any changes? No, I don't believe so. Or at least there haven't been any that have been acknowledged. Gonna get fat? Yeah. But, you know, as long as I'm happy. You're watching the game. It's on Wolves TV. It is behind a paywall. It's £5. You can stay here and watch it with us and with the community and get involved in the chat. But yeah, it's on the thing. So I'm never getting a job. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm monoculture. But then again, I'm not sure anyone's getting a job no matter what you do these days. So.
Just like the end of the first half, we're just seeing these challenges dropping around.
And Santander are the ones pushing forward again at the start of the second half, a bit like they did the first. Are we expecting a full strength team versus Port Vale? I mean, you'd hope so. You would hope so because they need a run out together at the very least to get up to speed and to be able to play with each other.
The ball across and was well dealt with, which Rodrigo Gomez will clear.
Free kick swung in, cleared away. One back. Oh, the Santander player has made himself half a yard. Well defended. I can't tell who that was, but whoever it was a great block. Will there be a watch along against Port Vale and Blackburn? I believe so. I know Blackburn's on the telly. It's on Sky Sports, I think. But I think there will be a watch along. I'm not sure. Who scored? Fer Lopez. Might be his first goal. He scored in the last friendly, didn't he? Yeah. But golf club. If you say you're studying politics, you could be lying. Well, you'll have to take my word for it, I'm afraid. Who's today's captain? Captain is Totti today. Captain is Totti. He seems to be part of that leadership team that they've got. I think Trippier, Andre, and Totti, all the three of them, who seem to be the ones who are in charge. Really, I think we prefer to have. I think actually, to be fair, put it in the chat. I'm kind of going off my own volition, but I'd rather have one captain. I don't know if other people are more conciliatory with the idea of having a leadership team, but I prefer having one person at the helm. Will Raul be playing soon? I hope so. I really hope so.
Trying to find a runner. What's just shielding around out of the game at the moment?
Manny dispossessed again. And now we're struggling to get out. We've got Santander pressing at us again.
Turn away from Trippier. It's a ball across.
Good ball into the middle, but it comes out the other side. No one in there. And Bueno coming up the left to counter-attack. No one in front of him, really. Can't really go much further. Just slows it down. Let's us settle back into it.
Chase the ball with him. Trippier and Lopez. Cross allows Wolves to reset positions.
Oh, thank you, Barry. That's a big compliment. I'm very happy doing what I'm doing for Wolves. I'm very grateful to be trusted with doing things like this, and I enjoy it. It's very fun, you know. It's Wolves, isn't it? I love my music as well, so I write about music quite a lot as well. And yeah, I'm definitely looking at it. Seems like there's definitely more you could do in journalism than there is in politics. So Totti's not guaranteed. No, that's definitely true. So I wouldn't have him be. Why is Mikey Burrows not doing the commentary? I don't know. I miss him though. I love it. I love him. He goes excessively mental, which is exactly what you want.
Yeah, Wolves have a little bit of good play there, a bit more control. I think that's what.
And just like that, the stream was frozen. Is it back? No, it's back. I can see it. That was going to be a problem. Then I would be lying if I was pretending to watch the match. Adrian, I'm not sure what adverts you're referring to, if you could let us know. And we're preparing to swing a ball in on the right-hand side of the box. Back inside. Oh, my stream is now lagging, so I'm struggling to back to the far post, but just out for a goal kick to Santander. Good ball in though. Adverts on YouTube. I can't stop the adverts on YouTube, I'm afraid. The adverts on YouTube are as a young man myself who's been brought up on YouTube watching people like Chris MD, who I'm a massive fan of. I've been watching YouTube all my life, and there are so many adverts now that it makes me absolutely livid. But for the purposes of getting to watch a stream presented by yours truly, I'm sure it's worth the irritation. Hopefully, but I can see they are very annoying. Yellow card for Andre after a slightly late tackle. And they're getting a bit angry still. The opposition, the Santander players are kicking up a bit of a fuss at every opportunity they can. And there's now a Santander corner. In from the left-hand side. Cleared away by Manny. Oh, and an effort from about 45 yards from the Santander player. They've gone straight into the first man. But they picked up possession again in there. All of Wolves' men inside their own last 30 yards, really. And they have a shot from the edge of the box, blocked again. Andre takes it away to the corner flag and wins. Throw in for Wolves by the corner flag.
Still beating down what is now the left wing for Wolves.
Adrian, I'm just a volunteer. I just love talking about Wolves, especially being from where I am. I'm surrounded by a plethora of glory hunting Chelsea and Arsenal, Man United and Liverpool and God knows what fans. To the point that I met a PSG fan the other day because that's how much the glory hunters are around here. So I just love watching Wolves, talking about Wolves, and getting to talk to people who support the club as much as I do, because it can get a bit lonely being a Wolves fan down here. I get a lot of sympathy these days being a Wolves fan, but no, I'm just volunteering. All of our writers are volunteers. We're doing it because of our love of the team, and we want to convey it. Up to the right hand side. Fer Lopez has absolutely sent someone's shops and then being held back. Good footwork. He looks very tidy on the ball.
Game just losing its flow slightly. It has, just stagnated a little bit.
Menetzi driving at the defence only. Oh, has to shoot and nearly fell over before he could get the shot off. Respect for not being a glory hunter. It was tricky, I tell you, Barry. It was very tricky. When we were in League One, and they were just Arsenal fans. It's just Arsenal everywhere. But when you're a fan of a club like Wolves, and you're still in the age of childhood bragging rights, you kind of get a bit of a pass. Because for a while, obviously, you get the mick taken out of you, and you get the stick. However, after a while, especially when you're not doing well and your team is clearly worse, you've got absolutely nothing to lose. So if I was ever talking to an Arsenal fan nowadays about Wolves, and they were, if Arsenal beat us and they went, we've beaten you, it'd just be a bit like, well, yeah, what did you expect? We're rubbish and we're not going to win. So
Kick on the edge of the box as
you can't get away with it now. But if you beat them, oh,
the yellow card.
I've had some very fun days at school from that, I tell you. Especially during that first season in the Premier League. First season in the Premier League recently was my first. Was my first year in secondary school, and if anyone remembers that season, we were winning against teams we really shouldn't have been beating all the time. So like we would lose to Huddersfield, which I went to see on a Tuesday night because I'm an idiot. But then we'd go and like beat Arsenal 3-0 or 3-1, and then beat Man United twice in a week, or beat Chelsea, and then all that stuff. So it was annoying because we were losing to like Huddersfield, but then everyone supports Arsenal and Chelsea, and we were beating them, so that was great. That was really, really fun. Villa and Liverpool were winning all the stuff, yeah. Yeah, it's just fickle, isn't it? Really. Same in Blackpool, yeah. No paywall as well. Yeah, that's an important part. See, Carl, I don't know what I'd do without you. They've just got a free kick on the edge of the area, and that is over the bar. No worries. No paywall for any of the articles on Always Wolves. Written by volunteers. We're all everything's free to access. No adverts on the no like pop-ups and stuff coming along on the website. We've just got a new website as well. That's all very clean and very easily accessible. You can see all the articles. You can catch up on stuff. It's great. So yeah, I would check it out. I will find the thing that puts it along the bottom. There we go. How come I support Wolves being a Southerner? It's a good question. I ask myself that quite a lot. I support Wolves because of my dad. Obviously, I've just been brought up as a Wolves fan. My dad grew up in Bilston. My granddad lived in Bilston. So we would just make the trek. My dad ended up moving, and we ended up moving down south due to jobs and stuff. But his heart's always been with Wolves and in the Midlands. I will interrupt myself quickly to Mane driving down the left, cuts inside. Armstrong picks it up, squares it. Just blocked, and Santander come away with the ball. Yeah, so naturally I was just I was allowed the decision. To be fair to my parents, they went, you're growing up in a different place. You haven't been born near Wolverhampton. You don't really have a massive local affinity to the club, so you can choose. But I chose my dad's team. It's pretty simple, to be fair. And my dad's called Dave. And when I was 4 is when I first started watching Wolves. And Dave Edwards was number 4. And he's always been my favourite player. I've got his autobiography right here. Lovely man. I got the chance to meet him once, and he was a fantastic hero to have because he's a thoroughly good man and a lovely man and a charity man, family man. So then there was no turning back really. But yeah, good question. It is a bit odd, I suppose. Probably being a bit of a bogey team for the bigger clubs, yeah, definitely is.
Noted as one of the highest attacking threats for Racing Santander.
Racing Santander making a substitution. If I was actually a professional, I'd be telling you who's going off and who's coming on, but they haven't got the names on the back of their shirts, so I'm lost. Their number 9's coming off, so presumably he's one of their better players. And is that number 10? I think number 10's coming on. I'm not sure why I just moved my head like they were going to move the camera with my head, but no, maybe it's not apple juice. And Santander back on the ball, just knocking it about in their own half. Just an hour gone now, 60 minutes in. Still 1-0 to the Wolves.
Raul Jimenez is here.
They've just mentioned on the commentary that Raul is here in the stands, I believe.
Santander just keeping the ball across the back.
Dave Edwards is a top man. Indeed, he is. He's an absolute legend. Very, very lovely man. And his autobiography is a great read. He alternates between. It was written at the time of his. He broke a metatarsal, which is just one of your toes, I believe. One high up the pitch. Armstrong driving out to the wing. He's held it up, and the attacks kind of died. Trippier, that was very good control in the down by the right hand side, but just loses possession. But the high press is coming out again. Yeah, well, he's gone. David Edwards' autobiography. He alternates between stories of his recovery from that injury to get back to playing for Wales at Euro 2016. One chapter will be about that, and then the other chapter will be about just his general footballing journey. And it's really interesting because he's a very eloquent man and a very good writer. So yeah, it's worth a read. It's really, really is. And he's a club legend as well, of course. Evening, Patrick. Good to see you. Good to see you. Currently 1-0. We're finished. Are you watching the game, Patrick? Are you watching along with us, or are you relying on my potentially slightly botched commentary? These cookies are disappearing way too quickly.
Nice Wolves turn to dictate the play. Lopez. Andre Lopez.
Good interchange from Lopez and Andre getting it out wide. Hugo Bueno driving. Cuts in on his right. Oh, that was. Hugo Bueno is very interesting. He's very left-footed, but he always shoots with his right. It wasn't too far wide, that. Just cutting in kind of the opposite to his goal against Arsenal last season, which I'm pretty sure won our goal of the season, probably because it was the only one. And to get his book, I would recommend. It's very good. I revisited it a few times. Thank you very much, Patrick. It's very much appreciated. You guys make it easy for me in the chat. It's great. It's just Wolves fans, isn't it? We're all just all got a similar passion. Are the stands full at Molineux? No. I don't believe they've sold all of the. I don't think they put all of them on sale. But it's a fairly good turnout. When they announce the attendance near the end, I'll try and listen out for it and see if I can get you an answer on that. But we're attacking up the left now. Mane waiting for the overlap, waiting for support. Backs up. We've loaded the box quite a bit. Mane skins his man. Good ball in. Cleared by the first man. Touch from Andre just brings it down. Just keeping control in the inside. Lopez out on the right. Rodrigo Gomez gets away with that for a bit of a lax pass. And out of play. We've got Andre kind of got wrestled to the ground there, but he's going to be all right. What unit am I at? I wouldn't usually tell you, just from a privacy point of view, but it's quite funny and it's kind of related to Wolves. So when I was looking for universities, my first point of call is if I'm going to be living by myself, I'm going to try and go to Wolves matches more. So I just picked a university that was really close to Wolverhampton, or within like 45 minutes. So I'm at the University of Warwick, up in the Midlands. And then last season we were absolutely awful, and I just at no point could muster the want to go and watch a game and spend my money to go and watch it when I had so many other things to be doing in a first year of university. I was still watching the games online, but yeah, next season I'll be going more. kick, and Bentley absolutely thunders it up forwards. Well, Armstrong's kind of been thrown to the floor, but he's got away with it, apparently. The referee hasn't given it at all. Oh, flags up, but they were throwing goal. He put it in the net anyway. Probably out of frustration more than anything, but...
And there's no VAR. There isn't, no. I think it was offside, to be honest. But
doing a good job. How come Raul isn't in the team? I can only assume it's because he spent more time at the World Cup than most, and he needed a recovery. And not only was he recovering, he's relocating as well and moving back to Wolverhampton, and probably just needs a bit more time. Oh, we've got rave reviews for Warwick coming in. Thank you. I'm enjoying it. Over 500 of you in the chat now. Thank you very much for joining us and for joining me. This is my first time. I'm going to have a quick break. Armstrong and Fer Lopez are being substituted off, and I'm waiting to see who's just been brought on. Takenda Chirewa is on, and Tommy Doyle, I believe, who had some minutes earlier on in the day, in the first match. But I believe that's Tommy Doyle.
Especially with Doyle, who's signed as a highly regarded sort of younger player as such.
So this is interesting. So it's had a bit of a reshuffle. So I'm presuming Chirewa has... Looks like Chirewa has gone up front, and Doyle has taken up his Fer Lopez's position in kind of attacking midfield. 145 likes on the live. Try and get that to 150 would be great. It'd be cool. Yeah, probably nursing Raul after the World Cup. Yeah, I agree. We've got over 500 of you in the chat, like I said. You could like and subscribe to help support the channel and support me. This is my first time doing this. It would be great to have as much supporters as possible. I'm really enjoying this and getting to interact with you all and see lots of fellow Wolves fans. And of course, we're winning, which makes a nice, pleasant change for all of us. And we could all do with a bit more of that. As we go on. 68th minute. 68th minute. As Dan Bentley thunders another goal kick up forwards. Chirewa was trying to get on the end of that, but the goalkeeper's come quite far out of his box there to just be clear. And we're playing a bit of volleyball at the moment, but Andre's got his foot on it now and regaining a little bit of stability on the ball.
It is, yeah. Obviously, the Carabao Cup was a game today as well. So it's starting to come slowly but surely.
Yeah, I have. I've already said, Matt. I'm studying politics and sociology, which make of that what you will.
Rodrigo Gomez again. That burst of pace.
Rodrigo up the right hand side. Lost his footing slightly. Oh, not Andre. Kieran Trippier, sorry. Concedes the foul. Referee has just visibly told the opposition player to shut up. Love seeing that.
Watch what you're saying on the pitch. Yeah, Trippier engaging. In some words there with Vicente. Still going at it now, and I think there's probably one winner in terms of reputation.
I really wish I had a brain for that. I really do.
You can see them off the ball now. A little nudge there on Trippier. The referee stopped the game. For that, Trippier's an experienced customer. He knows how to play the game. Yeah, no more talking.
I need someone to take these chocolate cookies away from me, but there's no one here to do it.
Trippier just saying a word with Vicente, who's not been on the pitch too long. Maybe a drop ball.
I think I just had the commentator describe all this subtle scrapping as gamesmanship, which is definitely one way of describing it.
Loosely across, Canales had to play it back. Marnie.
Quite a high line Wolves are operating with here, and Hugo Bennett's just going to let that go out of play deep in our own half on the left hand side.
There are still tickets available for the game.
Just over 70 minutes now. Still 1-0 to Wolves. We would have hoped to be a couple more goals up by now, I think. Haven't really created as much in the second half as we did the first. And Doyle's just latched onto that, and he might be able to play through Torreira. And we've got an overload here, and it's well defended. And out for a throw-in on the right-hand side near the corner flag. We're going to get it started again quickly. No. How big a bag of cookies is it? I've been at it. I started them at half time, so give me a break. I'm going through them quickly for someone who's only been eating them for 25 minutes, but my parents are probably watching this, and they don't even know that I put them in the trolley yet. Torreira brings it down in the box. He lets it get away from him. He gave himself a bit much to do there. It was a harder first touch than it was second, but he messed up the second one. I agree. I can't remember who it was. Apologies, but someone earlier on said need more striker depth because it's just Raul and Armstrong, and I think I probably agree that we'd be one injury away from a crisis. It would remind me of when we had Raul and our backup was Fabio Silva, and then Raul got injured, and that's all we had.
So over 15 minutes left to go. Wolves lead by that early Lopez goal.
And a free kick on the left-hand side, so an opportunity to whip it in. I don't know who's taking it. Trippier's just come over and little brother to Hugo Bueno and said, I'm taking this. So, and he's quite the set-piece taker, so hopefully this might have something to it. Ball in quite deep, headed back across, and there's no one there. Going back across goal, probably the right idea there, but too much on it. It's a lofted ball to the back post, but nothing comes of it. 158 thank you very much, everyone. 158, that's brilliant. See, if anyone heard that buzz, my mum just messaged me and said we are definitely watching you eat those chocolate cookies. So, see, you're stitching me up, guys. They can't see the chat, so if we could just keep it low key as well. Oh goodness, that was close. That took a very odd deflection. That was a classic camera angle, making it look weird, where that actually didn't go anywhere near the goal, really, but looked a lot more dangerous than it was. That's brought down well by Doyle. And Mane's got the pace on that, and he's left him for dead. Up into the other half by himself. Whips the ball in. It's been. Hugo Bueno's taking it past three of them. 2-0. What a goal. That was a fantastic goal from Hugo Bueno. And it is 2-0 to the Wanderers. Fantastic. Well, 2-0 absolutely burst past them there. Cross came in from Mane from the right-hand side. Was cleared for all intents and purposes, and it was a 50-50. Both of them run into the ball. Hugo Bueno's pace got him there first. Just showing the replay now. Took it past one with a heavy touch. Took it past another. Takes it around the third one and just slots it past the goalie into the far corner. That was brilliant footwork and a great finish. And he's proving why he's the sort of player that we need to be keeping our hands on pretty desperately. Good goal. Good goal. There's two very high quality goals there from the Wolves. And that was very well worked. It was a good counter attack. The first cross didn't particularly come off, but it was well dealt with and capitalised on, which we don't do very often. Excellent. So come on, Wolves, seeing the plaudits coming in. Hugo, indeed. Well-deserved second goal. We have been the better side, I believe. Was Jose Sarr sold? No, not yet. Looking like he probably will be soon, but very good positive play. I agree, Carl. It's much more exciting. Matthias Mane has just been substituted off for Chachua. So that looks to me. I'm trying to work out if, because Chachua is a right wing back by trade, or a right back rather, if we're reverting to a back five. But it doesn't look like it. Tommy Doyle is leading the charge in the press straight away and is marshalling the team up the pitch and demanding they go forwards. Looks like it's still four at the back. Sorry. Santander are coming after us a bit more, but well dealt with. Good pass from Bentley. So I think Chachua has just taken up Mane's role and is on the right wing. Which, seeing as he's the fastest, was he the fastest player in the league last year? He's definitely up there. Or fastest, one of the fastest players in the league, was the fastest player in the Serie A. And is a bit of a road runner for us. I'm very happy to see him in a more advanced role. He was definitely getting caught out of position, and his defensive ability last year was not great. Tommy Doyle wrestling the ball back. That's good. Tenacious from him. Rodrigo Gomez going up the wing. Come on. Takes his man to the back post. Oh, Chachua was there, so it definitely is on the right wing. Great positive play from Rodrigo Gomez. Always smiling as well, which I love about him. Cleared at the back post. If it wasn't Chirewa and we had a striker there. Oh goodness. I've just I don't want to alarm anyone, but we're about to take a corner. This is very unprofessional, but I'm not a professional, so this is what you get. I've just had a notification on an app that says that we've scored a third goal. It says it's 3-0. We're about to take a corner. So either the app's glitching or we're about to score a corner. And we've scored a corner. It's 3-0. Ball in from Trippier. Mosquera with the finish from the header. Powerful header. And it is 3-0 to the Wolves. That is comprehensive. 3-0. I don't even think we scored 3 goals all of last season put together. And that can definitely have some apple juice. And he's dancing. Pre-season friendly. Nothing. There's showboating and dancing. 80 minutes gone. 3-0 to the Wolves. Beautiful delivery from Trippier, which is exactly the sort of thing you want. Cracking header. No chance for the keeper. Way too powerful. That is near post. So he slammed it in. And one of my favourite things about this game is that every time we've scored, we've gone absolutely steaming into them from kickoff again. Led by Tommy Doyle, the charge and the high press. It's brilliant. Shows some actual, showing some intensity and some energy levels. It's what we want to see. And who scored the goal? Yerson Mosquera from centre-back. I'm not sure if he's ever actually scored for Wolves. This is a good question. So we're going up. Steady on. Steady. Let's calm down a little bit. Does Jean-Ric Bellegarde make your starting 11 when fully fit? I do really rate Bellegarde. I'm not sure if I would start him. He's sort of a similar position to Fer Lopez, and I think I'd prefer Fer Lopez at the moment. I definitely wouldn't sell him. I'd definitely keep him because I do rate him a lot. 3-0 time. You're not dreaming, Barry. You're not dreaming. And we're going forwards again. And the referee played advantage, and then as soon as he let the advantage go, stopped the play. Mental. Fair enough. And you keep betting he's a good luck mascot. Well, I'm not going to not be supporting Wolves anytime soon. But thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support and the love. And we're over 600 now. So it must be good luck when we score. So I would implore again, please, if you're enjoying it, if you enjoy the content that we do with Always Wolves on the website and on the YouTube, Dave and Emma and all the team put in a lot of work, and we do a lot of articles, and we might be about to score again. Poor cross, never mind. Liking and subscribing does us a world of good. Gets us on the forefront. Gets the word out there more. Gets even more Wolves content out there, which is what we all want to see. And follow all of the social media. We're at Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere, everything. And of course the website, as you can see at the bottom there. Website's got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of articles on it. We do match reports, we do match ratings, we do transfer news, we do reviews of the kits and stuff. We do under 21s, under 18s, loans, history of the club, the women's team who just got promoted last season, doing things about them. There's everything you could possibly want as a Wolves fan. It's all on there if you want to go check it out. Let's get the stream to 200. I agree, Carl. I agree. Thank you very much for keeping me updated, Carl. You're a legend. Couldn't do it without you, like I've said many a time. Agree on Bellegarde. Yes, definitely a good player in there. A lot of pay. Yeah, he's people give him credit for. I just always like whenever he gets the ball, he seems to be looking forwards, and he's not looking for an easy pass. He's always trying something. And Totti has just absolutely bodied that man. Just muscled him to the floor completely fairly with his shoulder, but left him for dead. But a racing corner nonetheless. To put the cross in. Cleared away, but they've retrieved it on the edge of the area. Good high pressure from Andre, forcing them backwards, but they've lofted it in. Header glanced wide. No worries at all. What would be very reassuring is not just to have scored 3 goals, but to have kept a clean sheet. Touch wood. If we could keep a clean sheet and go away with a 3-0, 3-0 always looks nicer than 3-1, doesn't it? In the same way that 3-0 feels far more comfortable than 2-0. And Racing about to make some more substitutions. Second to last time. I'm really sorry. I can't. I would try and get the minutes on the screen. I can't even get the line up on the screen. It's purely due to my incompetence. I'll give you that. For next time, or I'm sure when someone more technologically advanced than me, you'd think to look at me that I'd actually know what I'm doing, but I have no idea how to get that up. I'm very sorry. It's the 84th minute going into the 85th. Yeah, well, good shot from Chireva, but held down. Apologies about that, Vax. Women's team, indeed. Congratulations to them on their promotion. I'm sure they will be doing wonders next season. And like I said, there will be loads of reports on them. We have the Girls and Old Gold that Emma has set up for the support of female fans and advocating for their voice in the sport and amongst Wolves fans. Anyone can sign up, man or woman or anything in between. Anyone who just wants to support women in football and for Wolves specifically. I will try and find if there's a link to that. There we go. Girls and Our Gold on Instagram and all these things. Don't think Dave's ever managed to get the time on the screen. When we're done, I'll try and work it out. But I wouldn't have any faith. I mean, I'll get a technician over. Go for one more cookie. Don't tempt me. Really don't. This is your doing. I hope you feel bad. Someone said I was going to get fat. And, as long as I'm happy, like I said. I did get the notification before the goal. Yeah, You don't get that on Sky Sports, do you? I've got the manager's name. Manager's name is Cesar Peixoto. Probably butchered the pronunciation, but yeah. One back by Wolves. Trewa. Rodrigo Gomez up the left by himself. Manages to keep it in. Going up full pelt. Cuts inside. Blocked by the first man. And now Racing might be on a counter-attack, but no. The cookie monster is coming for Ben. Well, yes. Well, honestly, there's worse things. No, don't tell my mum. What have we got snitching going on? Come on, guys. You'll be on my team. And Dan Bentley hold on to that. That's a shocking shot. Caesar Salad. Yeah. You can be Caesar Salad until we're like, if we're top of the league, then we'll work out how to pronounce his name. I think it's Peixoto. I don't think it's Peixoto. I don't know. Actually, I probably should, but. And Santander are leaving themselves very open. We've got a 4-on-4 here. Rodrigo up the left. Doesn't look tired in the slightest. No, puts the cross into the manager. Chris, are you referring to Gary O'Neill? Or am I completely missing something? Because that was quite a while ago. I might be completely getting that wrong, and apologies if that's very patronising. Trickling into the 88th minute. I do indeed. I love my mum. I love her very, very much. She's absolutely incredible woman and has made me the person I am today. So I love her very much. But she won't thank me for eating the cookies. I also ate her Scotch egg earlier, and she doesn't know about that, so she's not going to be very happy about that. 3-0, they've just cut to Sasa and Raul in the stands. We can see Raul back in Molineux. Thank the Lord.
Can't wait to get back onto the pitch. He will be, I'm sure he's ready to get back out here. Obviously, he will be a fuller crowd. And, that noise that sings his name will be louder. I'm sure he'll deliver what the fans want. He should be scoring a handful of goals this season.
Well, getting one more goal would just be greedy, but that's exactly what we want.
Trippier.
Great touch from Trippier. Jure was through on goal. You're going to ask a lot to score from there. Squares it. He absolutely blasted over the bar. That would have been it. Manetzi, that was shocking. That was excellent play. Progressed it up the pitch very well. Should be at least hitting the target as a professional footballer from there. Scoreline's gone. See, I told you, it's just incompetence. It really is. Thank you very much, Carl. Gary O'Neill's Ipswich, yeah. Happy Neil, Mr. Positive. Right, yes. Well. So not Gary O'Neill. Right. And that is game over. 3-0 to the Wolves in the sun. And a brilliant way to end pre-season. Full time. 3-0 to Wolves. Fer Lopez with the first goal. Yerson Mosquera with a header in the second half. And I can't remember who scored the second one because, once again, as I've said, I'm not a professional at all. It was a good goal. I just can't remember who scored it. I'm going to have to ask the chat to remind me who scored it. Well played, Ben the Cookie Monster. Thank you very much. Hugo Bueno. Sorry, how can I forget that goal? It was a brilliant goal. What a match. 3-0. Well, that's about as comprehensive as it gets, really. Didn't really look like conceding at any point. Made them more clear cut of the chances compared to Racing, but they didn't look bad. They were. It wasn't a walkover. They were a good opposition to be facing. It's good to be able to get some momentum to go into go into a new season with, and to go into it off the back of a win with some new players coming. So, you know, like Raul and stuff, and being reintegrated into the team. So yeah, give me a rating out of 10 if you watched it, especially. But also, if you were only listening to my commentary, you might think that it was 10 out of 10, but it probably wasn't. I'd give that that was a solid 8.5, something like that. The defense looked good, the attack looked good, well worked goals, all three of them. Good to see us score a set piece. Can't remember the last time we scored a bloody set piece. It's been absolute yonks. Ben or Dave, let's not do that. Let's not do that here. And the attackers, yeah, Mane looked good. Fer Lopez looked good. Rodrigo looked good. But he always does. I love that guy. Doyle looked good when he was on. Andre looked himself, just quality. Trippier, brilliant. He was always going to be brilliant, though, wasn't he, really? I would say Bentley had a good game, but he didn't really have anything to do. But when called upon, yeah, it was brilliant. Right. Well, I will love you all and leave you all. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm glad we won. It was lovely to get to actually interact with all of you a bit more rather than when I'm just writing. I would love to do this again sometime. But it was great to see you all. If you want my personal Instagram handle, if you want a shameless plug, I'm B_Whitehouse10. I'm on the Always Wolves things, so you can find me on there if you want to. But yeah, I've loved it. Thank you very much. 3-0 to the Wolves. You will see post-match reviews. I'm sure as they're walking out, Dave and the guys will be doing their post-match thoughts, as they always are. Please keep engaging with all the stuff. Please keep liking and subscribing and reading the articles. I know how much work goes into all of the articles that everyone does. It's a great team of volunteers, and all just to try and put out as good a message as possible and do as much good. Website completely free to see anything. Things aren't behind a paywall like the Wolves actually have them as behind a paywall. No pop-ups. Just go on there and read whatever you want. So yeah, it was lovely to see you all. Come on the Wolves, and I will see you soon. Take care, everyone.